Happy, the ball itself has its own energy, or life force, if you will. Its natural environment is in the hole. So why don't you send him home? His bags are packed. He's got his airplane tickets. Bring him to the airport. Send him home.
Send him home. I just send him home. It's time to go home there, ball.
Woods was born on December 30th, 1975 in Cypress, California. He was the only child of an African-American Army officer father and a Thai mother. As a child, his father started calling him Tiger in honor of a fellow friend and soldier who had the same nickname. Tiger's parents knew he had an incredible talent at an early age. They said he was playing with a putter before he could walk. At 6 months old, he would sit in a high chair and watch his dad hit balls into a net in the garage. At 18 months, Tiger went to a driving range to hit his first bucket of balls and afterward returned home to a bottle and a nap. He first received national attention when at the age of 2 he beat avid golfer Bob Hope on the Mike Douglas show in a putting contest. Woods was quickly named a prodigy. At 5 years old, Tiger appeared in Golf Digest magazine and on ABC's That's Incredible. At the age of 8, Tiger won his first formal competition at the Optimist International Junior Championship and repeated his win at ages 9, 12, 13, 14, and 15. In 1991, Tiger was named Southern California's Amateur Player of the Year for the second consecutive year. Not only was Tiger talented, but he also had a passion for the sport. Tiger entered Stanford University as a freshman on a full golf scholarship in 1994 and majored in economics. Tiger left college after 2 years and turned professional in 1996.
And immediately made an impact with massive endorsement deals from American Express and Nike Golf. It may sound very normal that Nike is in the golf game, however, this wasn't the case in 1995. Nike was very much a newcomer to the game of golf, and they pretty much bet it all on Tiger when they made this bold move. They gave him a $50 million deal, and needless to say, this had a major effect on endorsements. The average tour player is not only cleaning up in prize money, but million-dollar equipment deals are now small time. Take a look at this chart and you will see that drastic spike in winnings after 1995. This chart shows the number of players who earned greater than $500,000 and the number of players who earned over $1 million in the given years. The pre-Tiger era between 1985 and 1995 was loaded with some of the greatest players of all time, including Payne Stewart, Tom Watson, Ray Floyd, Tom Kite, Paul Azinger, and Greg Norman. I think it would be safe to say that in this post-Arnold and Nicklaus but pre-Tiger era, Norman had the most profound effect on the game globally. So, worldwide presence, major victories, 20 wins on the U.S. Tour, 71 victories outside the U.S., good-looking guy, great nickname. Why didn't he do for golf what Tiger did? Norman is highlighted here because he was the superstar and he was the preeminent name in golf just prior to Woods. Did he create the gateway for Tiger? Did he loosen up the wallets of equipment endorsements? Did he loosen up the corporate dollars? Maybe, but he didn't create young golfers and he didn't get non-golfers golfing. Most important to the almighty dollar discussion was the fact that he didn't earn any money. In 1996, Greg Norman became the first player on tour to win $10 million in his career. Norman went on to earn over $14 million on tour, but let's take a look at that first over $10 million fact. Norman hit the 10 mil mark in 1996. In the year 2000, just 4 years later, Tiger won $9 million in a single year. This didn't take 10 years or 20 years. It took only 4 years for someone to make as much money in a single career as one of the greatest golfers of all time earned in his entire career. Woods was the youngest man to earn the title at the U.S. Masters and the first African American to accomplish this feat.
Tiger Woods turned pro in August of 1996, and in April of 1997, he had won his first major, the Masters golf shot.
I guess hello world, huh?
But he became the youngest person to ever win the Masters at the age of 21. He became the fastest person ever to reach number 1 in the official world golf rankings. He remained number 1 in the world until September of 2004, where his record streak of 264 weeks was finally broken. He regained the number one title several times, but wasn't able to retain it for extended periods of time until 2005. This time he held the crown for 281 consecutive weeks until Lee Westwood finally knocked him off in October of 2010. Another one of Tiger Woods' major career accomplishments is completing what is known as the Tiger Slam. There are 4 major tournaments on the PGA Tour, and very few people even win one major. But for those lucky enough to win all 4, this is called the Grand Slam. Tiger added his own spin on the Grand Slam in the 2000-2001 season by winning all 4 majors in a row, thus being called the Tiger Slam. He is the only professional golfer to ever complete this feat. Tiger has won 79 official PGA Tour events, which is second behind Sam Snead, who has 82. Tiger has won 14 major championships in his career, which is second behind Jack Nicklaus with 18.
5 years and 2 weeks ago, Tiger Woods won the Masters in Australia. 5 years and some change ago, Tiger Woods was in a quote-unquote SUV accident. However, the Inquirer reported that his wife had found out Tiger was having an affair. The woman's name was Rachel Udichel. Furious, his wife woke her insomniac husband up with a myriad of violent screams. After a small altercation, Tiger fled his mansion in an Escalade while his wife proceeded to chase him in a golf cart. Ironic? After being slightly drugged up through prescribed Ambien to help him sleep, he ran into a fire hydrant and eventually into a tree. Tiger fell unconscious and suffered some serious injuries. After spending a few days recovering, Tiger elected to not attend his own charity event the following week. Unprepared for the next debacle, 14 women ranging from diner hostesses to porn stars came forth saying Tiger had sex with them in more than one occasion during his marriage. By December 11, 2009, Tiger had lost endorsements with Nike, Gatorade, Accenture, and Gillette. Before 2010 began, Tiger entered rehab for sex addiction. Tiger's career had been plagued by injuries. He tore his ACL for the first time in December 2002. In 2008, Tiger had further surgery to repair damage done to his knee throughout his professional career. In April 2011, Tiger most notably withdrew from the Players' Championship, citing a bulging disc.
However, Tiger's legacy will also be talked about for all the negative things that have happened to him during his career. Tiger Woods most recently missed the 2014 Masters because of a back injury. Sadly, this occurrence is just one of many in what has been called his valley of downfall. Tiger has been on a 6-year drought of no major wins and many injuries. These injuries have included a hurt Achilles, elbow, knee, and now his back. Tiger Woods was once known to many as the best golfer, but at this time it is only safe to say he has secured second place. It is unclear if he will be able to bounce back from this downfall and reclaim his name to fame. He currently holds the record for most majors with 19, but without these 6 years of bad luck, it could have been easily 25. How does this affect Tiger's legacy? How do these most recent occurrences affect him and the future of him as a golfer? Many people say they will never be able to look at Tiger as the best ever again, and that is something he will always have to live with. Woods will either come back and rewrite the record book or his career will be lost forever. When asked about the current situation, Tiger said, "It's tough right now, but I'm absolutely optimistic about the future."
The legacy of Tiger Woods can be said as such. Tiger Woods goes down as the best ever, a force that changed the game, made millions for his competitors, and gave hope to millions touched by his foundation. He will be seen as more than just a professional golfer. He will be seen as a celebrity, the greatest, and unfortunately unfaithful. It's hard not to ignore the poor decisions of Tiger, but it's also hard not to ignore some of his greatest achievements in the game of golf. He's the first ever golfer to win a Masters by 12 strokes, have a golf-related video game created after him, and write a best-selling golf instruction book which had the largest print run of any golf book for its first edition. And if he goes on to keep playing through his injuries and beats Nicklaus, he could have 19 majors under his belt. His legacy will have a lasting effect as there will be many generations of golfers who take up the sport because they watched Tiger Woods on TV.
Son of a bitch, why didn't you just go home? That's your home! Are you too good for your home? Answer me! Suck my white ass,
Virginia put out a press release concerning Kathy.